DJ Mix Master Chaos.
What it do, people? It's your boy DJ Mixmaster Chaos. Coming live direct at the home front, Hollandale, Mississippi. Yes, sir. Happy New Year to everybody all over the place. It is Just Our Opinion podcast. A new year, 2022. A new beginning. What's up? What y'all got planned for your life in this new year? Hopefully it's a great one, I hope. You know what I'm saying? Well, I hate to say I hope. I spiritually hope. You know what I'm saying? Peace to all you guys. Much love and respect. Hope you guys had a good come in of New Year's 2022. Well, for me, it's been basically relaxing and just enjoying the land of the living. You know what I'm saying? I mean, can't complain. You know, ain't gonna do no good. You know, even though everybody's saying around the way has been getting sick and stuff. Well, and the whole thing is, you know, they're saying there's a COVID outbreak down on the road in Sharkey County or whatever the case may be. But here's my thing. Y'all gotta understand that the weather patterns is really knocked off, of course. You know, as you may know, it's fucking winter time and it's 80 degrees outside. You know, that's weird as hell. And, you know, when you knock off the weather patterns like that, it basically confuses anything that's living, you know what I'm saying, mentally, spiritually, you know what I'm saying, because, you know, you look at the trees are trying to figure out, should the leaves fall or should the leaves grow or what the fuck? I mean, what the hell going on? You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of a confused cycle, you dig? So, I mean, wow. First lady, what's happening? Happy New Year to you, sis. Well, I said sis, my baby. First lady, I call you sis. Well, you is my sis in you's my sis spiritually, but you know, you're my companion all way the other ways. But anyway, yeah, this weather is crazy, y'all. I mean, it was I mean, quiet as kept by me coming from California, you know, born and raised. Around this time of year, this is nothing out there because I mean that's desert, so you're not gonna really see too much of a real change, you know, environment wise because it's desert. So you know, I mean it is what it is. So, but out this way where it's mostly moist and have a lot of trees and greenery out here, and it's warm and you know by the season's supposed to be cool, you know, because this part of the country is supposed to be like on a hiatus resting cycle and getting it being way above normal, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of throws shit off. So and it also throw your health off too because your body is trying to react. Like, damn, is it gonna be cold? Is it gonna be hot? Is it gonna be cold? Is it gonna be hot? So we getting all these confusions going on and it builds up a certain type of bacteria fleeing inside your body that basically make you start feeling real bad. So, you know, I mean, I'm not being a doctor, but I'm just telling you on the spiritual matter, you know, say how it is, you know, and the doctors and stuff like that. Some might tell you this situation, and some might just lie to you and they tell you, oh, it's COVID and all that other shit, you know, but spiritually thinking is what it is. It's just throwing you off. But anyway, Miss Keisha, welcome, welcome, welcome. What's happening? Happy New Year to you. Glad you finally made it on in there. I hope everything's good out there in Texas for you. You know what I'm saying? You know, strong black woman like yourself. You know, been knowing you going on, what, 9 years now? You still holding down the fort, doing your thing. You know, much respect to you. You and your two boys, you know, y'all out there doing y'all thing out there. You know, it's all love. For me, I'm just sitting up here and just doing what I do, just enjoying a little bit of time I got, because I got to get back on it. I guess I'm thinking tomorrow, maybe, it all depends. I don't know yet. But I'm thinking I'm gonna try to get up out of here tomorrow. I know Dale said he ready to get up out of here. Shout out to DJ Chopper. He said he ready to go. I already see his suitcase is already packed. Oh, woman, cut it out. It ain't nothing bad. It's all good. It's all good. You doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I mean, one thing about it, you know, I'm gonna keep it 100. I ain't gonna say 1,000 like some guy I know that's on his little pod. I mean, his own little rant thing on YouTube. But you know, I'm gonna keep it 100. You know, I ain't gonna put you on Front Street like that. You know, it's all love. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what folks might say or think about all of us, you know, that's the thing that really sets me straight, you know, as far as me being who I am and knowing who I am. You know, I mean, back in the day when I was younger, I used to always feel like, you know, when people say things about me that they didn't know, that I should have known they didn't know, you know, I used to take it to heart. I used to get mad and upset. And it's because back then I didn't know myself, you know, compared to how people feel like they really know you. And a lot of times people, when they talk about you, it's because they don't know you. You know what I'm saying? You know, and a lot of times we have to learn how to ignore people like that because a lot of times people will say, you know, yeah, she do this or he do that or whatever the case may be, and they just saying that because it sounds good. Because a lot of times people got to talk about you to throw their whole situation on because of what they do. You know, because I mean, I know a lot of people like that. I ain't calling no names, but they know who they are. You know what I'm saying? They'll sit up there and talk bad about you, but they shit. And that's so hypocritical. You know what I'm saying? How the fuck you gonna talk about me, but your shit fucked up? But that's how it be, you know. So you try not to pay attention to people like that, you know. I mean, but anyway, last night I DJ'd at my partner. Shout out to Maine Wilson and his first lady and family and stuff at their little New Year's Eve party last night. I enjoyed myself. You know, shout out to Ken Potts. You know, me and him was sitting out talking about some real stuff in the world. You know, it's always good to reach out to people and talk with folks. You know what I'm saying, about realities of life out here. You know, I love having conversation with real people. You know what I'm saying, but people that don't have no kind of, you know, well, how can I say it? No kind of social skills. I can't fuck with you. I get away from them real quick. I really do because I know, quite frankly, they got a problem with themselves. You know what I'm saying, and with society. You know, because I can't stand when I be having a conversation with somebody, and somebody talk over me. You know what I'm saying? Won't let me get my point across because they emotional and in their feelings. I hate that. I really hate that. You know, that's why I be like, okay, and I just move away from around them because I already know they toxic. You know, that's the real toxic situation. It ain't toxic masculinity. I hate that word. You know, trying to make masculinity be toxic. Feminine is toxic to me. You know what I'm saying? Anytime a man can't be a man, that's toxic to me. You know what I'm saying? Anytime a woman can't be a woman, that's toxic to me. You know. But anyway, me and him was having conversations. You know, and like I say, when I talk to people, you know, a lot of times I'm not gonna say I don't be right, and I ain't gonna say I don't be wrong. But you know, it's tit for tat. You know, because like I said, I learn stuff every day. You never get tired. You never get tired of learning. You learn something every day, and that's me. You know what I'm saying? I don't act like I'm no better than nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a human being like everybody else on the planet. You know, I can talk to anybody. You know, I don't care who you are, what color you are, or where you come from, how you were raised, or whatever the case may be. But when it get to that point where you have a conversation with me, and I'm sitting up there trying to, you know what I'm saying, put my info out there, and you cut me off, it's just like that's man, okay. Know what to do with that part, with that person get the fuck out the way, you know. But, anyway, 2022, the new year, the new beginning. Well, for me personally, I'm looking for a new beginning because there's a lot of things that I want to change in my life, and it's dealing with how I do things when I come home off the road, how I do things when I go on the road, um, my eating habits. I mean, I've been working on that in 2021, but I want to work on it more than ever now because as you get older, the metabolism in your body starts to slow down a whole lot more than it's ever been, because you're not, I mean, when you're in your 40s, mid 40s, or whatever, almost close to 50, you start feeling a different vibe with your body, and you be trying to keep up with it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people be trying to do what they done when they were younger back in the days, and it doesn't work like that. I don't care how many push-ups and flips and skips and dances and all that shit. It just you gotta know how to cooperate with your body because your body will let you know that you ain't where you at anymore. You know what I'm saying? Mentally, physically, sexually. You mean, you got guys talking about trying to tell a female, "Man, I can go 5 times." Okay, 5 times. I ain't going down like that. But yeah, but here's the thing right here. I really would hope, even though I hate that word hope, I really wish that black people start to get their stuff together in 2022. You know, because we seem like we having a real big problem with the unification, of us getting along with each other, and basically having conversations, doing things and whatnot. It's like it's a problem, and it shouldn't be a problem. You know what I'm saying? Because you need her, or and he needs you, or y'all need each other. Whatever. I mean, it's just crazy out here, man. And I mean, cause like last night, I was like I said, I was at a private party, and we had us a good time, on one side of the town. But the club, my cousin used to DJ at the Sugar Shack. They had a little fight, altercation last night that led two people to get hurt, seriously hurt. And it's like, you know, we get up in our emotions real quick for all the wrong reasons. And it's crazy. I mean, it's like we so quick to react to things off emotions instead of just thinking about it first, you know. And I mean, like I say, I know a lot of times people will rub you the wrong way, but at the same time, you got to understand that if it's not a physical cycle, and this is mental cycle, then you should be able to deal with that mental part. I ain't telling you if a motherfucker walk up to you and slap the shit out you, you're not gonna do anything. No, you're supposed to beat that motherfucker to sleep. But when it comes down to a person just talking noise to you, that's beside the point. Because that's like saying that you really don't know who you are and they know more about you than you know yourself. And that ain't always the case. I mean, because I know a lot of people say things about me. And like I said, when I was young, I used to take it to heart. And I was like, maybe they know something about me that I don't know. But that's a lie, you know. And I had to realize that as I got older. Because a lot of times when people talk about you, like I said again, they talk about you because they got their own skeletons in their closet that they're trying to cover up, and they're just trying to use your situation as an scapegoat to keep people from focusing on what they got going on. I've seen that plenty of times in a lot of ways. You got a motherfucker. I mean, like for example, you can have a good relationship, and your friend or so-called friend, or family member or something can see that, and they'll break that shit up. Be like, hell, he ain't no good for you, girl. He cheat and he do this and do that. But at the same time, she don't have a man. And the reason why she don't have a man because of her attitude. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, she trying to tell you what best for you, and her shit fucked up. So I mean, it's wild, man. It's wild. But life goes on. That's why I say to myself in 2022, I try to base all my I base people around me that's full of positive vibes and positive energy. If I feel like you got negative energy towards me or anybody around me, I don't want to have nothing to do with you. Quite, point blank intended, because I already know you ain't got it. You ain't got it together. And you try your best to stay away from people like this. Like you trying to get your life together, and then they coming in and talking about, oh, this ain't gonna be a right. You ain't gonna make it, or you ain't gonna this and that and other. Man, keep them motherfuckers away from around you, because they a lot of times I think people that talk like that, their time is short on the planet, and they don't even know it. So when you go along with them, it's putting you in a bad position. It makes you look weak. Because I mean, now if it's one thing, if you sit up there telling me some stuff, out of love, but if you just telling me some stuff to try to make me feel bad because your life ain't worth a damn, I'm getting the fuck away from around you. But you know, but that's the thing about this new year, 2020, 2022, is trying to make better preparations and plans for yourself, to make things better for you, your surroundings, your significant other, you know, just your life in general, because I mean, 2021, I've seen a lot of people that lost their lives. I mean, quite frankly, when your time is up, I understand when your time is up, your time is up. But at the same time, some of us will push the envelope and push up, push ourselves in reducing the time. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, just hopefully that everything will turn out great for all of us out here. And I'm not just speaking on black people, I'm speaking on Caucasians, Asians, Mexicans, Koreans, Jamaicans, the whole human family, especially the ones that's trying to get it, because, a lot of times people might think I'm a racist, because I speak on black values. But it's not about that. It's just the fact that I want to see my people get it, because we always being put at the bottom of the barrel. You know what I'm saying? And it bothers me. So I got to focus on more on my people than I can focus on another ethnic group, you know what I'm saying? Race of people, because we seem like we the original people. We the smart and intelligent people. We create a lot of things that most nations don't understand but want to duplicate what we do. So, but at the same time, we also is at the bottom of the food chain when it comes down to the unification tactics of getting along with each other, loving each other, and being there for each other, like we used to back in the days. And it's like, even with slavery, in the Jim Crow era, we had that, togetherness, because we were all we had. We couldn't depend on no Caucasian people, because Caucasian people didn't like us like that. So, you know what I'm saying? They still don't like us like that now. But, at the same time, we can't worry about what people think. We got to worry about what we think. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing that really throws us off in a lot of ways that people don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Because I know we good people. And I'm not just saying that because I'm black and, what I'm saying, I'm melanin or whatever. But I'm just saying it because I know. I mean, you have to look at the things that we create on this planet, the things that we come up with, and how we do it. And a lot of times we do things and we forget how we done it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the spiritual complex in us as gods. Yeah, we're gods. Don't just think when God made and create man and woman that he said, "Oh, now I'm the only God in the universe, and y'all just human beings." No, you gods too, because whatever you do, as far as cooking, cleaning, taking care of your home, making things happen for your family, for yourself, that's godly. That's godly life. You know, you might say, "I ain't no God." Of course you are. You are God. You know, because I mean, yep, you can do things other people can't do, and it's probably destined for you to be like that. You know, it's destined for me to be a truck driver, not a doctor or a lawyer. I mean, that's the God in me, because you got to think about it. There are different types of gods on this earth. You know what I'm saying? You know, people can do different things other than other, different than others. You know, it's because that's what was destined for them to do. You know, especially if that's what you want to do. That's a spiritual vibe within yourself, is to do what you want to do. I mean, it's just like me. I had a whole lot of things on my mind when I was young, what I wanted to do with my life. Be a truck driver, motherfucking airline pilot, true enough, yeah. And I'm a hood nigga. I wanted to learn how to learn how to, you know, be a meteorologist for weather. Because I mean, anybody tell you, I mean, I know about the weather. You know, a lot of times I be posting stuff about the weather on Facebook. You know, I could have been a meteorologist, but my biggest passion was music and driving trucks. And this is what I do. You know what I'm saying? That's the God within me, you know. And I do it pretty good, and that's how it's supposed to be. Because if that's destined within you, chances are you're gonna you're gonna be successful in it, you know. I mean, don't let nobody tell you you can't do it when you know you in your heart you can do it. It's just like me. I done had people tell me, "Oh man, you ain't been riding no truck. That shit's hard, man. Being gone on the road, go away from your family, and blah 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 blah." And at one particular time, for an inkling, I thought that was true until I started really running out here and doing my thing. And I was like, "Oh, these motherfuckers don't know what they're talking about." Because a lot of times people can throw you off, make you feel bad about what you can and what you can't do. So, what the hell is this? Hashtag. Somebody will create an old bullshit account. I know that happens on YouTube. You know, you got these YouTube trolls out here, and they just have to get on somebody's social media site and create an account. And when you're talking about some real shit, they put up a fake name and put some goof ass shit up there. I'm used to it because I was already prepared for that. But I don't get mad and get all emotional about that, because I already know that this is the world we live in. You know, that's the reason why I'm talking about this whole situation with 2022, a new beginning. What are your plans? What is the year going to bring to you? For me, I'm looking for a fantastic, a wonderful, beautiful setting for me throughout 2022, because I started seeing a big change in my life in the middle, almost the ending of 2021. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, to the fact where I learned a whole lot on how to deal with certain things in my life and not let certain things get to me. You know what I'm saying? That's how you have to be in order to get through life in this whole situation, you know? And I mean, because see, people will let you down if you let them let you down. You can't worry about what they think. You got to worry about what you think. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole plight of this whole situation. I mean, I took a whole week off last week, for the holidays, and it just felt good to be home and vibe with people I love and care about. I was in Jackson, Mississippi, over my first lady house. We was up there, having a good time talking and and spending time with her, too. And I was down there and I, went and put, I went and got her son and the daughter a basketball goal and I put together. And it felt good just putting that basketball goal together because I haven't done nothing like that in years. Last time I did put a basketball goal together, shout out to the, Dark Prince, what I'm saying, was in 1991, 92. I think it was 92. Yeah, it was 92. And that was the last time I put a basketball goal together. And that was for me and my partners and stuff. And I was, matter of fact, yesterday at the party, we was talking about that at the private party last night, because one of the guys, matter of fact, is the in-law to the guy that I was DJing, that me and my cousin were DJing for. He was young back in the days, and he used to play ball with us back in the days, and he was talking about that. And it just brought back memories, when I was putting that basketball goal up. It felt good. It felt real good, because, First Lady's children is I consider as my children, because me and her together, you don't never separate the person you with and the child and the children don't be a part of the situation. But it was just funny to me because when I went to we went to go pick the basketball goal up, they didn't even know, because when we went into the Academy of Sports, they were just looking around. I was looking around. I was looking for the damn basketball goal, and I seen one. I was like, okay, I like that right there. And I asked the guy, I said, do y'all have any more of these goals right here? And he was like, well, we don't have them already assembled. We got them, but it's not assembled. And I'm looking at this motherfucker. I'm like, okay, I could put the motherfucker together. I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not expecting nobody to put this shit together. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to put this motherfucker together. And he had one. And I told him, I said, okay. I said, guess what, y'all? I said, hey, this is y'all's right here. And they looked with the eyes got big. They're like, what? I'm like, yeah, this ain't not mine. It's y'all. Find a basketball that y'all want. Yeah, so, I do things like that. It's because that's the man in me. You know what I'm saying? Because I had a good mother and a good father. And I know how they done for me. So, I mean, I know when I first got my first basketball goal, and when I was in California, my mom bought that thing home. And I was like, wow. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be out here playing ball all day long. And that was fun. That was so fun. And it was destined for me to do that for them youngins. Shout out to CJ and Khalees. Yeah, them guys are characters too, for real. And one thing about it, they're some respectful kids. And I love respectful kids. They're very respectful. But of course, they got a respectful mother. I've been in situations where I done been with females and they treat their kids like they their friends and shit, and their kids be so damn disrespectful, cussing and talking crazy. And you know me, I don't be in that picture very long, and I'll be walking up out of there. I don't say nothing, just walk up out of there. Because I can't be in a relationship with some disrespectful, children. You can't control your kids, but you expect the man to just be there with you. And then when he says something, you get mad at him for saying something to your children. I don't like nothing like that. And that's why a lot of these kids grow up to be just what they are today, is because they don't have no kind of guidance. They only have one side of the coin that guides them to being who they are. It ain't like they sitting around and, like when I was coming up, yeah, I had two sides of the coin guiding me. you know. And that's the thing that really set me straight because my dad was James Evans. And if y'all know who James Evans is on Good Time, that was my father. God rest his dead. You know, my dad didn't play. You know, so if I piss my mom off, and lo and behold, my mama start talking shit in front of my dad, that makes him mad. So now I'm finna get chastised by both of them at the same time. And this breaks my little heart. So, but that was the blessing of having two genders in the family that I can learn from. The man side, the woman side. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how the Most High wanted it to be. But in this day and time, we've been told that, oh, black woman don't need no man. But look at her kids. They running crazy out in the streets. They don't know what to do with themselves. They get out here fighting, shooting at each other, making bullshit ass rap music, driving these Dodge Challengers and Dodge Chargers crazy as hell. I mean, they're basically raising themselves. They have no idea of what it is to be respectful to themselves and others. And that's just how it is. But the woman said, I don't need no man. Of course you do. If you didn't need no man, your children wouldn't be born. You wouldn't be able to have no kids. Because, yeah, you talking about I can go get me a what you call that, artificial inseminate. That on me. That's still coming from a man. That's still coming from a man. Regardless of what. You need a man. I mean, that was the whole concept of when I was talking about James Evans on the TV show Good Times. You know, CBS took his character off television because their agenda at that time was to kill off the visualization of a black man holding down the fort for his children and his wife in the home. They don't want you to see that in this day and time because when James Evans was in the home, James Evans kept the home in alignment, in a straight alignment to where the children knew who they were, the wife knew who she was, and he knew who he was. So when they got out of shape, he straightened them. You know what I'm saying? And he did it because he loved his home. He loved his family. They don't want y'all to see that anymore. They want y'all to basically say you don't need a man because what happens is when you do that and you raise these kids by yourself, now you gotta work. And most women that I know, you're working two jobs. So who's watching your kids while you're working these two jobs? Or somebody that's somewhat cool with you. Or it might be your mother. Your mother, she be kind of stressed out, but she do the best she can. But 9 times out of 10, her health's probably down bad, so she can barely, look out for them and look out for herself. And the child's father is way across town somewhere. And, basically what's raising these kids now, to be honest with you, is television. And it ain't shit on television because, I don't even have cable at this house. We don't even watch cable. We watch internet TV. And a lot of times the shit that we watch is shit that way back in the days or whatever, unless it's something that's, seen to be very, interesting. And it can be something new, but 9 times out of 10, it'd be watching a lot of old shit. Because they don't really have real good TV on television. They don't have really good TV shows on television anymore. And it's set up like that for a reason. Like I say, go back to the Good Times situation with James Evans. See, James Evans' character basically specified the masculinity of a man in the home, controlling and protecting his family. They don't want that. Why they don't want that? Is because people that own private prisons, own the music entertainment industry, own the funeral homes, the media, all these companies, these businesses are making money off of our stupidity. Plain and simple. You might not believe that, but it's the truth. They're making billions of dollars off our stupidity. Give you an example. When Tupac was rapping, when he first started rapping with Digital Underground, Tupac was dancing. And when he broke away from Digital Underground in 91, 92, yeah, 91, 92, something like that, he started his solo career. Tupac was rapping about positive stuff, talking about Brenda's got a baby, keep your head up, stuff like that. But people never notice how Pac's music went from that to hit 'em up. That's why I slept with your mom, slept with your bitch, you fat motherfucker talking about Biggie Small. Now how did Pac go from talking about positive shit to talking gangster shit? I tell you why. Because Tupac was a Black Panther baby, and he was a knowledgeable child. The feds was watching this man from when he was a baby till he got grown. They knew who Pac was. So when it got to the point where Pac started speaking truth to power in his music, he was a target man. At that time, they had a meeting in California, my hometown, LA, about the rap music, saying there was just too much positive music going on that basically made Whitey look bad because their kids started listening to it. Now, that's bad when you got Mr. and Mrs. White America listening to some music talking about how they oppress Black people, and they trying to get to understand, like, Mama, why did y'all do this to Dr. King and Malcolm X and you know Medgar Evers and other people and stuff like that. They want to know answers. So what you got to do? We got to get this shit out of here because it's fucking with them. Now our kids is questioning us about this shit. So that's what they did. They destroyed the real conscious hip hop scene, and Tupac was in the middle of it. To the point where Tupac kept getting targeted by the police, where he ended up getting shit back to back to back. Then he ended up getting shot at Quad Studios in New York, and they lied and made like that Biggie and Puff had something to do with him getting shot, causing confusions between the two. Then it ended up being this East Coast, West Coast rap war shit. And this is what started it all, because they had to destroy our greatness and make it bad again. So you look at 20, 30 years later, look what we got now. Your little Yachty's, your little Nas X. You got all these new generation rappers that ain't talking about shit. And it started with Death Row Records, believe it or not. A lot of people don't know that, but it's the truth. Look it up. That's why a lot of these rappers sitting up here talking about, a lot of people talking about why these rappers dying and they had these rings and these symbols on them, because they marked. They marked for death. Peace and blessing to you, brother. Cut DJ. Yeah, Cut DJ. What's going on? Happy New Year to you, bro. I didn't see you there. I'm sitting up here running my mouth, bro. Much love to you. Hope everything's going good out there in H-Town for you. Shout out to everybody in H-Town, Houston, Texas. Much love. But yeah, as I studied a lot of this stuff out here, it really made me feel some type of way. because I really didn't understand why the music started to change over the years. And a lot of people will say, well, you don't expect people to still be rapping about the same shit over and over. That ain't the point. The point is, why did it go from being something positive, being something negative? You know, Dr. Dre, when he was rapping on with NWA back in the 80s, almost into the 90s, they had a song called Express Yourself. And he said in one part of the lyrics, he said, I don't smoke weed or cess because it give a brother brain damage. Then you look up in 1992, he's talking about smoking chronic. Anybody never asked those questions like, what the hell, Dre? What the hell? You went from talking about don't do this shit to doing this shit. We never questioned that. I never even thought of that until I got older. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. They pulled a boogie move on our ass. But that's how they do it. They take our greatness and use it against us. It's just like when a motherfucker, like it's just like when a person work on your car and that person really don't like you, but you want him to work on your car because he's the only mechanic in town. He work on your car and he fuck your car up and give it back to you. But at the same time, you trying to drive the hell out of it. The car sound like shit. That's how they deal with us with our hip hop music. They basically took our music, our culture away from us, and fucked it up and gave it back to us. But see, they're not really worried about our generation being fucked up in the head with this music. They're worried about the younger generation, our kids, our grandkids. That's what they're worried about. That's who they're going after. Because they know they don't know. They know you know, but they know that your kids don't know. That's the reason why you think they stopped the copyright. You think they doing this copyright infringement shit on Facebook and all these different social media platforms because you you don't own the rights to the music. They know that. You never said you own the rights to the music, but you bought the music way back in the day when they had record store. All the record stores across America and across America and around the world made billions, trillions of dollars off of record sales. So you think they're worried about copyright infringement? They worried about the fact that the music that you play have messages in it and they don't want your kids to know about it. That's all it is. Yeah, the kids you can always go on YouTube and put, but they don't know what they're looking for. They don't know about Public Enemy. They don't know about uh, Eric B. and Rakim, KRS-One, Kumo D, you know what I'm saying, Stefan Brand Nubian, and Tribe Called Quest, De La Soul, Booyah Tribe. They don't know about none of these rappers because, hey, they trying to basically besmirch the whole catalog of positive hip hop. They're trying to put it out the way. They're trying to bring in your little new generation shit, the shit that keep you deaf, dumb, and blind. They love that because it's a promotional deal, and it's also like a car salesman. It's helping you in your mind subconsciously wanting to do what you hear those guys talking about in their music. That's why it's like that. It's not their rap music ain't educating these young men out here to be men. They educate them to kill themselves. It's like wielding a sword. If you don't know how to wield that sword, you can take that sword and kill yourself with it. That's why they do with these guns and stuff. They get out here shooting each other and think it's cool. They think it's cool to go out here and get on TV and you know. Now you have an idea about the whole concepts of that gun. What's the do's and don'ts and wills and wants about that gun? That is how it is. They know it because they make money, like I said, off of their stupidity. See, things that I talk about, you know, it'll get blocked, it'll get flagged or whatever. Somebody will report me and say, He's talking crazy, he's scamming or whatever. And it's not about me scamming them. It's about me telling the truth that they don't want that get out there. Plain and simple as that. You know, there's a lot of people that got blocked off of these social media platforms for telling the truth because somebody's making billions of dollars off of your stupidity and you cutting into their hustle. That's just like if you tell the police or neighborhood agent or something that you know somebody that's selling drugs in your neighborhood. You think the police gonna help you? No. He can go back and tell the guy that you told them that he was selling drugs. That's just how fucked up this whole situation is. And then when he get out of jail, or if he don't go to jail or whatever, he gonna put a word out and then gonna you killed because you fucking up his hustle. And that's how it is with everything in life right by now. You know, and it's fucked up. That's the reason why hopefully 2022 will bring a better and a much stronger energy complex to your life, and to your family's life, and to people that you love and surrounded by. Because like me, you know, I've took a lot of loss in my life. I lost a lot of family, you know, friends, you know, and I've lost some friends that are living and family that are living. You know, I mean, this COVID shit has basically put a wedge between a lot of us because, like I say, somebody's making a hustle off our stupidity. You know, it's damn near illegal to be sick now, you know, and that's the stupidest shit ever, you know. But at the same time, I understand what's going on, but most people don't understand. They go to they had to go to Fox and CNN, CBS, NBC, ABC for their information. I go by common sense, my own information. I put two and two together and get my own information. And that'll make me be the lame or make me to be a know-it-all or goofy motherfucker, whatever they want to call me. But hey, at least I'm using my own mind. I ain't using nobody else's mind. I ain't afraid to stand on my own 2 feet like most people are, you know. And you can't be afraid to stand on your own 2 feet, especially if you got a family. I mean, you got a family, you got kids out here. And, you know, that's one thing that really throw me off is the fact that you have kids and you're trying to be their friend. You can't do that. Try to be their friend, go to the club and twerk and dance with them. Come on, now they're your children. Why you want to be like them or them be? If anything, you're supposed to be trying to enlighten them to be better than you and show a better positive energy, image as a mother or a father, you know. But we, like I said, we lost sight of a lot of this shit out here nowadays. But like I said, you have a choice, you know. But oh man, time is flying. It's 8:24, 54 minutes on my clock. Man, I tell you, I said myself I was gonna do a little DJing tonight online, but I don't know. I doubt it. I should do something on Twitch. Yep. I might do a little something on Twitch, probably a little hour session. If y'all ain't got Twitch, man, y'all need to download Twitch. That's the only social media site that doesn't block me doing playing music, but they will, you know, mute the music if you try to save it. But I don't never save it. I always delete my sessions after I do it. But you can, you know, join on Twitch. DJ Chaos, DJ Mixmaster Chaos _76 is my name on there. I think that's right. You just type up Chaos. My name will come up. You'll know who I am. But that's who I usually do my DJing when I be on live. I try to sneak it in every day, every now and again with Facebook just to piss them off. But now Facebook got to the point where they'll let you play it for like maybe 25, 30 minutes, and they'll could shut you down. But that's crazy. They need to do something about that because they can put up there motherfuckers shooting each other and twerking and doing all kind of shit and keeping up shit. But I already know what Facebook is really solid up about. But that's a whole nother conversation for another day. But anyway, y'all hold up for a second. I want to bring in my little skit for a second. You know what I'm saying? Take me a little break. I'll be right back.
DJ Mix Master Chaos.
Okay, I'm back. That was my little skit. I like that skit that I made. That was funny. But it's the truth though. That's just my thought process in my mind that's going across the screen. My little theme music going. But yeah. Oh man, I tell you, 2022, a new year, a new beginning. You know, I tell you, this year for some, I already know it started off pretty bad, but for me, it started off pretty good. It's been relaxing, you know. But you know, that's the whole thing about a new year when it comes in. It's basically a whole contents of you wanting to do better as far as your life. You know, you expect a whole lot more. You know, you want better. You want better for yourself, especially and better for your family, your kids, your job, your significant other, your friends, you know. I mean, a lot of times we don't even understand our powerful intellectual situations within our soul, our body and soul, that we can control and do whatever we want whenever we want. And we don't have to have nobody to tell us how to do it because it's already built in us to make things happen if we want it to happen. You know, I mean, a lot of times we find ourselves being mad with somebody that we didn't like way back in 1996. And here this is a whole new year and you still holding a grudge against him or her. Your mother, your father, your cousin, your uncle, your niece, your nephew, even your kids, And, instead of just trying to get an understanding on how to make a change, you know what I'm saying? Like Michael Jackson said, make that change in the song Man in the Mirror. Make that change. You know what I'm saying? Get a whole different look on life with your family, you know what I'm saying? With people that you didn't like back here. There's a lot of people that I didn't like way back in the days that I'm real, cool as hell with now. And the reason why is because I grew to understand that they wasn't no better than I was. And then a lot of times when people basically you catch out here that basically talk shit about you or make mockery of you or whatever the case may be, you gotta check the pedigree to see how their life really is. And a lot of times you catch yourself finding out that their lives is no better than your life was. You know, and then sometimes when they get older, they'll tell you, "Oh man, my life wasn't in no shit. I was going through a whole lot of things way back in the day." So that's the reason why I'm the way. That's the reason why I was the way I was back then. I didn't know no better. But now that I did, it took me for me to go into a whole lot of this and a whole lot of that within my life. I started to see things a lot better than I've ever seen. So, you know, and I've met a lot of people. I know a lot of people that's like that, man. So that's the reason why I say, you know, things are going to get eventually get better in you know in the later life. Hopefully for all of us. But anyway, let me go ahead and shut this thing on down. Much love and respect to you guys, man, for watching tonight. You know what I'm saying? Especially the first lady. Um, much love. Uh, and I'm finna go and see if I'm gonna try to do a live show on Facebook Live tonight. Well, not Facebook Live, but Twitch. You know what I'm saying? But as always, if y'all got music, business, you know, anything that you're trying to promote, you can always send it to my Gmail account, chaoticdjsmusic@gmail.com. You know what I'm saying? I always show love to those who show love to me, you know. You know, and I have my other email as well. It's djkr08@yahoo.com. You know, make sure, you know, when you send it, you send it in a good format where I can get it and play it on my show, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. Shout out to my boy Willie Jane Lindsay. I got his song, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna probably try to play one of his songs on the show one night. You know, shout out to that brother. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end this show. Much love and respect to you guys. And once again, happy new year to you guys. And hope everything brings on a better and positive spiritual vibe for this year for you guys. And remember not to let nobody or nothing keep you down and tell you otherwise. It's your boy, DJ Mixmaster Chaos. Have a good night. Deuces.